When I catch him red-handed, he will say, "But I'm a king. I'm allowed. Nobody will say anything because I'm allowed to as a king." So what can I do? It's just me and my baby. Then when I go and consult with older Iyalajes and older women in Yoruba culture, they will say, "Oh, Lori, just put it to God. You don't leave your husband. In Yoruba, you don't leave your husband's house." My father is Jamaican. My mother is British. I was born and raised in Toronto, Canada. Born and raised. I was not brought up in Jamaica. I was born and raised in Toronto, Canada. So I don't know anything about you sleep in this room today and next woman sleep in this room today and this and the use charm to poison somebody or the use juju to poison. What do I didn't hear about juju and until I came to Iwo. I don't know about these kind of things. Freedom in Nigeria, when it comes to kingship, you don't have a freedom of speech. Oh, you don't say anything. You don't want the king's curse. Don't want the king to juju you. You don't want, so you're not freed. A lot of people know what happened between me and Kabesi in that palace. For that 5 months, me and my baby walking along in Lagos with our luggage, I had 60 minutes to pack 4 years of my life. And he had police standing over me while I wasn't allowed to take any of my clothes, all my wigs, my makeup, my hair. He said to leave it. It's for the next Olori. This is our culture. What kind of life is this? So I'm just here in this right now. Well, you guys are going through an isolation. I went through 4 years of isolation. I sit in the palace from morning to night. Wait till they bring NEPA. When they bring NEPA, oh, thank you, God, they've brought NEPA because we didn't have a gen. Who is the enemy? Them! Who is them? The enemy! Who is the enemy? Them! Who is them? The enemy!
Withdraw allegations against Ooni of Ife's lawsuit. Monarchs tell Oluwo. Royal fathers from Ife North local government area of Osun State, under the aegis of Origbomeji Obas, on Thursday gave the Oluwo of Iwo Oba Abdulrasheed Akanbi a 21-day ultimatum to substantiate allegations he made against the Ooni of Ife Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi of faced a lawsuit. Addressing journalists on behalf of the Origbomeji Oba, the acting vice chairman of the Ife North Traditional Council, Oba Kehinde Adesoji, who is Salu of Edunabo, accused the Oluwo of downgrading the stool of the Ooni and demanded the retraction of all allegations against Ogunwusi. The monarch, who was flanked by the Olulamokun of Yakoyo, Oba Mezak Oyediran, and Alakinlalu of Akinlalu, Oba Oluwabusola Oloyede, recalled alleged past misconduct by Oba Akanbi and described Oluwo's claim that Ooni conspired with his ex-wife to poison him as defamatory, recalling the incident that led to Oluwo's suspension from the Council of Obas in 2019. Adesoji said, "There is no gainsaying the supremacy of the throne of Ooni of Ife as the head of all Obas in Yoruba lands. Records are available for verification regarding the outburst of Oluwo of Iwo land against the Ooni of Ife. It is surprising that the Oluwo is the only Oba in Yoruba land who changes his title every 6 months, from Emir of Iwo to Alaafin of Iwo, just to gain undue media recognition. His actions are bringing disrepute and ridicule to the throne of all Obas in Yoruba land. The Oluwo of Iwo land also claimed that our father, the Ooni of Ife, lacked the power to suspend him from the State Council of Oba meeting, from the Oba's meeting. It should be recalled that Oluwo had issues with fellow Obas in Iwo land, namely the Olu of Ileogbo, the Oluwo of Kuta, the Olu of Sombe, the Agbowu of Ogbagba, and other. The AIG Zone 11, Osogbo, was resolving the issues. At one of the meetings, the Oluwo became furious and attacked Obowu of Ogbagba, injuring him. The Obowu was later hospitalized, which necessitated an emergency meeting summoned by Ooni of Ife as chairman of the council. The Oluwo of Iwoland, the monarchs involved, and the AIG were all invited. After carefully listening to the explanation and the defenses of the parties involved, the council found Oluwo guilty of the alleged offenses and resolved that he be suspended for 6 months from the council's meetings. The decision was ratified by the Imperial Majesty, the Ooni of Ife, as the chairman of the State Council of Obas. The Ooni of Ife received applause and accolades across the globe for making prompt action against the Oluwo of Iwo. The Salu further said Oluwo's claim that Ooni conspired with his ex-wife to poison him amounted to a criminal allegation. He also alleges who alleges must prove. On this note, we are giving Oluwo of Iwo a 21-day ultimatum to write to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, Ooni of Ife, over the allegation. Otherwise, the Origbomeje's Obas will take legal action against the Oluwo at the expiration of this ultimatum. He stated, recall that Akanbi, in another video released on his social media Andrew on Tuesday, declared that he is filled with Ooni would continue. Yeah, this is the message, and this is the communique released by the Origbomeje's Obas about the allegation that Oluwo made against Ooni of Ife. Now, the battle has just begun. Now, in the meanwhile, based on what is flying around social media space, we got to know there are some information that is coming out now about what Oluwo of Iwoland said about how he met his wife, his ex-wife. But in the video that he made, he said the ex-wife was packaged for him, and which he actually pointed to Ooni of Ife, being part of those people that conspire and package that woman for him. Now, a lot of people are coming out now to give us the real truth about how they met and who are the people responsible, who introduced the Jamaica woman to Oluwo of Iwo. And even the woman also granted an interview where she exposed and explained how she met Oluwo of Iwo. Now that Oluwo is coming out to allege Ooni of Ife that he conspired against his ex-wife to poison him. Now, I want us to go and listen to this particular interview that we are going to listen to directly from people that knows how these people met, and also the interview that the wife granted some years back about what went wrong between her and the Oluwo.
Okay, bó ṣe dọ́ba ni bó ṣe dé orí àpèrè yẹn ni wọ́n ní problem ní wọ́n wẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi jọba nítòótọ́ ọmọ wo ni kéèyàn má pààrọ̀ kí mi ní fi kún mi ní yọ kúrò ọmọ wo ni wọ́n wẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi jọba táǹgbà yẹn ló wá sí Nàìjíríà sí kò mọ̀ gan kí wọ́n fẹ́ jọba kẹ́ máa wo iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run kò mọ̀ kí wọ́n fẹ́ jọba kí wọ́n wá yẹn kò mọ̀.
Ìtàn yẹn ó wá sí Nàìjíríà ní kíjẹ kó mọ̀ lọ pé láti wò.
Wọ́n lọ pé àwọn tí ò bá mọ̀ wọn ṣiṣẹ́ pé wọ́n lọ pé gbogbo wọn ti ń pè òun gán ni mo gbà ẹ máa gbọ́. Táǹgbà yẹn ló wá sí Nàìjíríà sí ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ tí ó wà tó jẹ́ ẹni yẹn wà Ìbàdàn ló náà gbé dàgbà oyè ó gbé wò díẹ̀ Ìbàdàn ló gbé dàgbà dáadáa lákùbọ̀ inside Basọ̀run time tó wá sí Ìbàdàn tó wá ṣàwà láti Canada síbẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ tó wá jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ ìyẹn wá jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ Chief Justice of Osun State tó yẹ yín ìyẹn wọ́n kàn bóyá family wọn mi mọ̀ bóyá ọ̀rẹ́ ni wọ́n ìyẹn ló wá introduce ẹ̀ sí Chief Justice of Osun State Chief Justice of Osun State ó ti di former one báyìí ọkọ ẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kú ni òun náà go through hell tó yẹ yín bíi pé loneliness ẹgẹ́ ẹ̀ pé ṣe mọ̀ ẹ̀ tí ò nìkan kan ó ṣàníìdí ọkọ ìgbà tó rí Rashidi inú ẹ̀ dùn bó ṣe wá sọ fún Rashidi nìyẹn àti tó wà bàdẹ́kà wọ́n ti ń wẹ́ni tí wọ́n fi jọba níwò bó ṣe gbọ́ nìyẹn ẹ lọ béèrè ẹ tí ì gbọ́ kankan bó ṣe gbọ́ nìyẹn bó ṣe mú sí woman yẹn lórí nìyẹn woman yẹn dẹ̀ nìkan Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá kan òun ló jẹ́ third sí Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá lọ́sùn state ẹ lọ béèrè àwọn tó bá jọmọ owó Ọ̀ṣun wọn ni mo gbà òun ló jẹ́ third ó ní gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ṣe òun máa ń support wọn kí wọ́n jọ ṣe àpótí kó fẹ́ bo woman ní lórí kò sẹ́ni tí ò lè yóò fẹ́ mi blame woman yẹn tóbìnrin bá fẹ́ mú mi kóbìnrin lè mú mi ṣé mo parọ́ èmi náà lè mú obìnrin bí life ṣe rí nìyẹn ó ti kó fẹ́ bo lórí ìyẹn ni ìfẹ́ dẹ̀ fọ́jú mo ti rọ́kọ̀ yẹ owó heritage ṣe pé yóò obìnrin tí ń bá parọ́ queen ẹ máa ń láìkí pé bí tẹ́ bá wà ìkín láìkẹ́ jẹ ko abẹ́ yín lára dì kẹ lọ mọ́kùnrin wá láti ta ni kò bá máa jẹ tó da níbẹ̀ so dẹ̀ lè fi pó níbẹ̀ ìyẹn ò fẹ́ wò pé kẹ́nìkan bá lọ bá òun sùn ní around Ọ̀ṣun sí ibi tó ti wà tó ti mọ tí òwe èèyàn ti mọ ṣóyè yín kó má di bó bóun àtẹni ọba sí wọn kó má dẹ̀ ṣé wúmọ̀ yẹn mo ti gba pátá díẹ̀ mo ti jẹ mọ bó ṣe ní pé ọwọ́ tó rí pé òun ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé láti ìlú òyìnbó.
gbogbo obìnrin ló máa ń fẹ́ kóun rìn jìnnà
nínú àgbà ẹ̀gẹ́ ẹ̀ tiẹ̀ bó ṣe rí pé òun ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé láti ìlú òyìnbó orí pé ìyẹn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé láti ìlú òyìnbó dẹ̀ lóhùn níyàwó fún kọ́kọ́ opportunity nìyà ó wá ti wá rí pé yẹn nídìí ó wà ṣí ọ̀ṣun nídìí ọkọ yẹn nídìí tó máa bá gbé yẹn jùlọ lọ́jọ́ orí ó yẹ mímọ́ yéèjì tó fi jùlọ yẹn jùlọ dáadáa ó dẹ̀ rí pé owó burúkú ń bẹ ní ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ẹni tó jẹ́ Chief Justice ẹ̀gẹ́ ẹ̀ tẹ̀ ó ṣe kó fẹ́ bò lórí wọn bára wọn sàn kó bóra wọn at the end of the day yẹn bá gómìnà sọ̀rọ̀ Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá pé ẹni tó ń gbọ́ yẹn ló introduce ẹ̀ Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá tó ti yẹ ẹni tó wà ní Ìbàdàn tí mo ní London based Ìbàdàn based ló introduce ẹ̀ sí yẹn ẹ máa wo bó ṣe ń da gbogbo wọn èpè nìyẹn máa ń gbéṣẹ́ èpè ẹ̀ ló ń jà ẹ̀yìn ò lè mọ ẹ̀ mọ́ gbogbo èpè yẹn máa já dọjọ́ alẹ́ náà bọ̀bọ́ yẹn náà pé bá sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ ó lo bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ó tún lo woman yẹn ẹ máa tún gbọ́ ó tún wá lo woman yẹn náà bó ṣe máa Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá nìyẹn Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá ọtọ woman yẹn introduce ẹ̀ Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá pé Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá ò mọ̀ rí láti ibì kankan ìwé kan jọ ẹ tó ń ṣáà láìkì ni ṣe wọ́n ti believe pé woman yẹn ti sọ́gbọ̀n lòun ó fi ṣe olórí ó níyàwó òun ti kó gbogbo ẹ̀ woman yẹn ti believe 100% ó bá sọ̀rọ̀ débi pé ó dé débi pé mo kẹ́yìn máa dé obìnrin pé ṣé yóò ṣe jẹ́ ó dé débi pé nígbà kan ìjọba tó ok Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá ló wá lọ pé Ògúndòkun bàbá ò mọ̀ mo nínú bàbá lọ́wọ́ mo lè fún yín bíi area bíi fada ló jẹ́ sí wọn dà mọ́ dáadáa Ògúndòkun ṣóyè yín.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
màá ṣe fún yín nọ́mbà Ògúndòkun tá ẹ bá ṣe program tán kìíní mi wà lọ yẹ kọta sí màá sẹ́ndẹ̀ Ògúndòkun bàbá ẹ tí a bá jẹ sọ Ògúndòkun Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá Chief Justice ló introduce ẹ̀ Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá ló pe bàbá Ògúndòkun pé bàbá wa ọmọ yín kan wà ó wà ń bí ó ní ẹgbà olùfẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ fi jọba dandan bó ṣe jọba nìyẹn Ògúndòkun ò mọ̀ directly tó ti yé yín kìí ṣe Ògúndòkun ló introduce ẹ̀ sí gọ́vnà ẹ ti gẹ́ẹ̀tì bí wọ́n ṣe introduce ẹ̀ síra wọn ẹni tó wà Ìbàdàn base tó jẹ́ London base ó gbé London gan British ni ó ló introduce ẹ̀ sí woman yẹn ló introduce ẹ̀ sí Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá tó jẹ́ gọ́vnà gbà yẹn Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá ló pe bàbá wa náà àwọn afọbajẹ pé ẹgbà ó ní kẹ́ fi jẹ́ dandan yẹ ti rí bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe àwọn lọ́balọ́ba wa ẹ ti rí iṣẹ́ yìí náà ti bẹ́ẹ̀ náà wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo àwọn yòókù fákọ́ ló mú òun o mo lè sọ gbangba káwọn ọmọ wò jáde sí mi kán ní rọ mú pa.
obìnrin yẹn ti báyìí wọ́n ti ẹ̀yà.
ilẹ̀ ó ti bàjá tipẹ́ torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe ṣe gbangba mo ti ń sọ yìí ẹ̀ mọ̀ ìgbẹ́ tí máa ń sọ ọ̀kan gan tó bá jẹ́ pa Amẹ́ríkà máa ní ẹni tó bá ní irọ́ ni mo pa kó jáde síta àbí mi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kó wá ní rọ mú pa. bó ṣe mọ gọ́vnà nìyẹn bàbá Ògúndòkun ò mọ̀ gọ́vnà ló pe bàbá lọ́wọ́ fẹ́ ó tán bàbá ṣe mọ́ nìyẹn bóyá tún lo bàbá náà nìyẹn tó lo gbogbo wọn ló bá jà ẹ wá ní kò ní ṣe rádaràda ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan gbogbo àwọn mẹ́ta tí mo sọ yẹn ló bá jà wọ́n ì bá sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. bàbá wa pe bàbá fi gómìnà sájẹ́ kẹrin ló jẹ́ fún wa gómìnà wọ́n ì bá sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́.
ṣé ọba gómìnà sì bá sọ̀rọ̀ ṣá.
èmi ò mọ yẹn náà tí wọ́n parọ́ ẹ̀mọ́ pé mi ò pa nǹkan tí ì mọ̀ àbọ̀ àwọn mẹ́ta yòókù yẹn wọ́n bá sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́.
obìnrin tó parẹ́ ìjìyà tó
ó dóbìnrin yẹn ó náwó ẹ̀ ó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ẹ̀mọ́ pé ó máa dùn. ọkọ ẹ̀dá ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kú ni. àìní náà ṣe mọ̀ loneliness àwọn ọmọ ti lọ àwọn ọmọ ti graduate àwọn ọmọ ti ṣerú obìnrin yẹn kò lè pariwo síta náà ẹgẹ́ ti ẹ̀mọ́ pé àwọn kankan máa ń wà tó pé ó gbọ́dọ̀ sọ ìsokú ẹ̀ àbí báwo ẹ jẹ́ wá pé ìsonú ẹ̀ kú ni ẹgẹ́ ti ó ọ̀rọ̀ dákẹ́ pé wọ́n ti bá pátá di àwọn ará Canada ó ọ̀rọ̀ àdèbí tí mo ní kí náà máa ń pè gardener tí mo ní gbogbo èèyàn tí mo jẹ́ èèyàn ńlá ẹgẹ́ ti pé bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀kan wà láti kò mọ̀ pé credit sọ́níṣẹ́ ní Canada ni bó ṣe ó ti ẹ̀ ti ní bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. nǹkan tó ń wò mọ́ ni pé kò sí nǹkan tó ń lè sọ tó lè fọwọ́ ọ̀dà ọ̀mọ́ ni kò sẹ́ni tí ò dá mọ́. orí bàbá ẹ̀ ti dàrú ṣáà. ó yẹ ṣe pé 58 ni o.
Ní Rashidi.
Kò yẹ pé sísì Ronke jùlọ. Ronke was born in 1967. 67 January kìíní wọn bí Ronke ní January something oṣù ní Ronke fi jùlọ. 1967 wọn bí àṣírí. Yóò ti mọ̀ tó mọ̀ ni. Mo ṣe dàkọ̀ Ronke yẹn yóò Ronke náà sí. Tó bá gbọ́ ó yẹ ti máa gbọ́. Àtùmọ̀ yá ni bàbá ìmọ̀ èmi. Àbí kó wá ṣépè sí pé òun ò tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ Ronke rí tí mo rí báyìí tí mo kà. Àṣírí.
Beside you, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it was a party. We were all drinking, having fun. I had a little bit too much to drink. So I went upstairs to one of the rooms and I laid down and fell asleep. And like around 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up to find Oluwo on top of me with my clothes. My clothes were removed. I didn't have any clothes on my body. And Oluwo was on top of me. And I started going crazy because I'm just a foreigner. I don't know what is going on. I said, hey, excuse me. No. And he said, no, I'm a king. And in our culture, you don't say no to a king. And then when a king extend leg to you, you must agree. And you're going to be my wife. And I'm going to marry you. And don't worry, you're going to have a good life. And blah, 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 blah. And you know, it's very embarrassing, you know, and the reason I'm saying this is because Oluwo has gone all around, north, south, east, west. He's telling people that I was a prostitute from Toronto, that he didn't know me, that he slept with me on the first night. Tell the people the truth. Tell the people that you raped me. Tell the people what happened the first night you met me. Jesus. I had too much to drink. And I laid down in one of the rooms in the house. I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning. My clothes were removed and Oluwo was on top of me. Yes. That is what happened. And 1 month later, this was February 2nd, 2016. I will never forget this day because this is the day that my life changed drastically. The day I met Oluwo, February 2nd, 2016. Oh my God. 1 month later, I missed my menses and I was pregnant. So 1 month after I met Oluwo, I was pregnant. If you people do the math, his coronation was January 16th. I met him February 2nd. My baby is born November 16, 2016. Jesus. November from February is 9 months. That's when I met Oluwo, February 2nd. Oh God. He raped me. And the next day, because he already slept with me, listen to me, Maureen. I'm not going to say I was a virgin. I was not a virgin. But because he slept with me the first night, he raped me. The next day, he said, okay, we're going to Iwo. We're going to the palace and I will make you queen. So I went with him. He told me I should pack all my load. And he's bringing me to Iwo to do marriage. And we're moving into a palace and blah, blah, blah. Maureen, the very next day when we got to Iwo, there was no palace. The palace didn't even have a roof. There was no palace. We were staying in one Barrister Atanda. He's also based in UK. He can attest to this. We were staying in Barrister Atanda's home. That is where we stayed. There was no palace. There was no royal, I will make you my Olori. There was nothing. There was even a family that came they were so upset because Oluwo disvirgined one girl from that town and promised that family marriage. So when that family got to find out one Canadian was with this king, that is when he went to the news because he promised a lot of women. He started sleeping around with a lot of women from Lagos to Iwo to Oshogbo to Ibadan. He was sleeping with a lot of women and promising them Olori. So when people started to find out, oh, there's one Jamaican woman living with him and blah, 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 that is when he went to city people and put this fake news that, oh, his wife from Canada, he married me in Canada, and that I came to Nigeria to claim my rightful spot, which was a lie.
Oh, my God.
It was a lie. So what happened was, even before I stepped foot into that palace, Maureen, I already had a gang of enemies.
Oh my God.
You understand? The relationship was already built on a false foundation. You understand? Because he had promised a lot of women marry. I don't know what was going on. I don't speak Yoruba. I don't know what was going on.
Oh my God.
You understand? So then there was a lot of backlash about me on the internet. A lot of women started writing bad things about me on the internet. I've never been to Nigeria a day in my life, but a lot of Nigerians were writing bad things about, oh, she's a bad girl from Canada. She's this. I don't know anybody in Nigeria for them to say I'm a bad girl. You understand?
Yes.
So you understand? Even now that I'm not with this person, there are so many women that come into my inbox every day. Oh, you're just a bad, you're bad, and God will punish you. Where do I know you from? You spent all of his money when you were enjoying his money. Did you? Where were you? Because I never met you a day in my life. I never seen you. So how do you know what happened behind closed doors of that palace? I will tell all of you guys, don't let this person fool you. He will never support your business. He doesn't have anything. So whatever you guys want to defend him, I don't Maureen, do you understand what I'm saying? So many people have joined this Oluwo's fight against me that they don't even know me from anywhere.
Oh my God.
So that's how we met. In a long story cut short, that was how we met.
It's a long story, and
it's a very long story.
Very, 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 very painful one.
Very painful story.
Somebody asked a question here. He said you were wrong girls in Nigeria. You know what?
You see? Do you see? I know.
You know what
he's trying to call me Ashawo. You understand? Yeah. Listen to me, Maureen. Where do you people know me from? Where do you know me from? I came to Nigeria.
We know you from Oluwo.
But you know what I'm saying? I came to Nigeria on vacation with my friends. So are you trying to say every foreigner that comes to Nigeria for tourism is a shawo?
No.
Is that what you're trying to say?
You know, is your word against his own, but now the truth is coming out.
Yeah, this is what he's put in the news, that I was a runs girl from Canada. Let me ask you something, Mr. Oluwo and all of your agents. If I'm a runs girl from Canada, go and meet your king and ask your king, why did he put the crown of you people's ancestors on the head of a runs girl? Go and ask your king that. If I'm a runs girl, I was wearing the crown of your ancestors. So go and ask your king, why did he put the crown of your ancestors on the head of a runs girl?
Channel.
Let me calm down. Because I'm tired. I'm tired.
Honestly. But somebody here, Daddy Kenya Borishade, asked a question before I go to the next one. He said, was it Oluwo that stole the said money that was missing in the hotel? Did you try to call the police as he said?
Let me answer that question. So the money, let me answer that question.
Answer them. They want to know the truth.
This is the truth. The money went missing in the hotel. I went to ask my husband about the money because he's the man of the house. Also, he's a first-class king. Anything that happens in the house, who do you go to? The king or the man of the house? Anything that happens in the town, person is stealing goats, person is stealing maize. They come to the king to complain. So I went to my husband and said, please, I put down some money and I don't know where it is. He just got defensive. You're accusing me? I'm a first-class king. Don't be accusing me. Baba, I just asked you a question. I'm just telling you what happened to me. I'm just telling you why I never accused my husband of stealing the money. I did not accuse him. But there are times when we have been inside the palace, I will put money down inside my bedroom, and it's only me and Oluwo inside our bedroom, and the money will go missing. Sometimes I will put down 100K, the money will go missing. He will swear up and down, swear on his crown, swear on his stool, he didn't touch the money. Then the next day, he will say, oh, okay, here, take this money. Because you're the one that took the money. You understand? So it's something that I go through a lot. So that's why he got defensive. When I asked him about the money, I said, please, this money is me. You're accusing me? drama. The same thing you people see on YouTube when he's fighting people on YouTube, when he's fighting the chief imam, when he's fighting the babala, when he's fighting other. That's how he is inside the house. It's not an act. Is from morning to night. So that was what happened in the house that day. You're accusing me? He just want to defend himself. We are husband and wife. Husband and wife don't live like that. Love is forgiving. Love is kind. Love is patient. You're a man of God. You say you're a representative of God on the you're Alashe Lori or Risha. Your behavior is not godlike. The behavior is not godlike. You understand? So he called you're accusing me. He now called his friend and said, this girl, you're Jamaican. She's calling police on me. Come and get me fast. And then his friends came and collected him. And then they are looking at me like, oh, Lori is bad. You people weren't there. You people were not there. It's a lie. You understand? It's a lie. But, it's my word against a first class. And I didn't learn from that. I still carried my baby and carried my load and came back to Nigeria because, all the elder women in Yoruba culture, I lived in Iwo for 4 years. 4 years. So this, me and Oluwo's issue is not because I refuse to Yorubanize. Because that is what everybody will now be saying about me. She refused to Yorubanize. That was not the issue. Because there's a lot of elder Iyalodes, Iyalajes, Erilus that I talk to in confidence. And they say, oh, Lori, you must not leave your home. You never leave your husband's house. You pray, you keep your family together. There's many people that want your space. It's not you, it's spiritual. Pray to God. Put it to God for 4 years. So you understand? Even though he accused me of calling police and paints me black to his friends, I still begged him. and still came back, packed all my load and came to Nigeria with my baby, which was a big mistake because 2 weeks later, I was put out of the palace for something I did not even do.
Wow. Olori, no, Your Highness, during your short...
Ibrahim, Duro, leave it.
Okay, you're speaking Yoruba. Ogao.
That's my baby.
During your short stay in the marriage, how will you describe the experience? Was it a peaceful one or a rough one?
I will say this. At the very beginning of the marriage, I'm going to tell you this. I don't know how to explain it because I don't want to come off as, because I'm not with him, I will say all things negative. Baby, I'm on the phone. I don't want to come off like that, but the facts are the facts, and I can only talk about what happened to me.
That's correct.
So, when I first met Oluwo, the first question that I asked him, please, I'm on a call. The first thing I asked him was, how many children do you have? As a single girl in my 30s, I didn't have a chick or a child. I was a single girl. I came to Nigeria. I said, how many children do you have? He said, I have 5 children. One is a set of triplets. And the set of triplets is not my own. That was what he told me. I'm on the phone, Ibrahim. I'm on the phone. Yes, go. Yes, please. He told me that he has 5 children, but 3 are a set of triplets in Ottawa, Ontario, and that those triplets, he's not sure that they are his own. So what was I supposed to do? You understand? Let me tell you something. When my son was born November, so let's say 9 months after we met. When my son was born, there was a blog that carried a lot of Oluwo's news, Niger Gist, I believe. And I will send it to you, Maureen. There was a post by a person named Pendy, and the post said, welcome Oluwo's 9th child. And the person named every child and every baby mama. I am baby mama number 5. Can you believe it? I am baby mama number 5, and my child is baby number 9. Number 9.
And you didn't know all this before you went into the marriage?
I did not know none of this when I went into the marriage. Maureen, I was with this man for 4 years. I still don't know this man, because what he did to me and my baby, I would never think Oluwo can do it to me and my baby. To now come forth and say I'm trying to kill him, he caught me on top of a man, and all these evil, disgusting lies. If anybody was to say this is how the marriage is going to end, I would have said never. I would have said never. Because